Well, I'll tell you who has a shooting infection is Alex Sarr.
Oh, nice pivot. I like what you did there.
Yeah, he's dealing with that for the last couple of games.
He didn't take any threes, though, in this one.
He didn't. I know.
Might have been worse.
He's got a case of brickitis.
Probably got no
Massive case of it.
confidence. Probably had zippy confidence. 1 for 6 last night, so he's 1 for his last 21.
Not worried. Again, it's summer league. I don't overhype guys that do great in summer league, and I don't write guys off because they have 2 bad summer league games.
Right. Yeah. I'm not.
It's preposterous, actually.
No, I like the way he moves on the court. I like where he's getting to, but he's shooting a lot of bricks.
He's showing you exactly what I'm sure Will Dawkins and everybody that scouted him from the Wizards has seen with him. Athletic freak, still raw offensively.
Yeah.
I mean,
totally
that was the
agree
book
with
on
you,
him going in. Why would that be any different just because he's played now in 4 summer league games?
Yes, 4.
It's not often that we totally agree with you. I totally agree with every word that's come out of your mouth.
NBA visionaries, EB.
Yeah.
Scouting players.
Yeah. I mean, hell, even Bronny has had a few good games.
Now, we don't see eye to eye on the whole tank and rebuild, but that's okay.
Yeah,
but
we don't.
We do share a personnel brain.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to Alex Sarr.
Yeah, you can't just get
And
too
I also
worked up about it.
I'm also patient. I'm here for the full rebuild. JP expects Bilal Coulibaly and Alex Sarr to be fully finished products at 19 or 20. I don't.
I didn't say fully finished products.
No, but you
I
expect them to have
more.
higher offensive numbers, and I know that's going to come.
Right,
I do.
But I understand it's only the 4th, summer league game. But in the driest week of sports, this is what you do. You focus on Alex Sarr.
Understood.
That's fine.
Going 1 for 6.
Yeah.
All right, I need.
And a 0 for 15 in the previous game.
He's certainly not lighting the NBA on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was drafted very high. I have to look exactly. Very similar. He was drafted number 3 just 2 years ago. I need Jabari Smith-like numbers at least. As a rookie, he
12?
averaged 12.8 points, 7.2 rebounds.
But remember,
I think the rebounds are going to be higher. I think the points might be a little bit lower. I think Sarr is going to average. I mean, if he gets enough minutes, he should average 9 or 10 rebounds at least. He might be 8 or 9 points scoring. I don't know if he's going to crack double-digit scoring as a rook.
Yeah.
It's probably a good bet.
I need double digits.
Why don't I mean, you could need it all you want.
Yeah.
I mean,
just saying.
He's raw.
Right.
I think he'll be. I think he's going.
I like the movements too. So I agree with a lot of what you're saying.
I think he's
going
to average double digits.
It depends if he gets a couple dunks on fast breaks.
They better set him up with some easy shots then.
But I actually don't mind his shot. I just think he just has to rep it out more. I've seen it happen with athletic freaks. This is, and we've all seen it. But I'm just going to give you a little tiny example. Patrick Ewing's daughter, when she was 11 or 12 years, and I'm not picking on her, okay, because she's going to play big time at Penn State. When she was 11 or 12,
what sport?
In volleyball.
Okay.
She was one of the most uncoordinated things I've ever seen. I think and then it just looked like 2 years. She's a taller girl, lanky girl,
right?
And then she'd be a freak, she's an absolute monster. And so, we all know that taller people takes a while to grow into your body, rep it out.
He's not.
He's a young kid.
He's young. He's going to
and
be okay.
He's a young
also,
kid.
I don't want him scoring 15 points a game. We want the Wizards to be terrible again. We want to capture the flag. We want to capture.
No, that's right. I'm ready to win.
You would love Sarr to be really, really good.
I'm ready to win now.
I need him to be good eventually. I don't need him to burst on the scene and have 20 and 10 as a rookie. If he does, that's great. I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, but see, I think they're
need the
saying
20 and 10 to happen in year 3 and 4.
They're saying though that this is indicative that it's never going to get there. That's what they're saying.
I totally dismiss that out of hand.
You guys are Cakes is masking this because he wants them to be so bad, so he's pretending that he's not concerned. He should be concerned. First off, he's not an explosive athlete. He moves well. He's 7 feet tall. He's not like Obi Toppin out there where he can jump it out of the. I mean, Drew Timmy was putting him in the spin cycle last night.
Well, he's very skilled.
He's fine defensively, and there's potential there. It's very concerning what's going on offensively with him, that he may not be able to contribute. It's just, I don't know.
But that's what he's saying. He doesn't want him to contribute that much, which I don't understand.
Cakes doesn't care if he's a bust for.
I know, and I don't get that.
He'll worry about it in 4 years.
I care if he's a bust eventually. You
just don't care this year.
I don't have high. I don't expect him to score 15 points as a rookie.
He can score 50 points a game. They're going to lose
Correct.
50 games this year.
I wanted to lose 60 games.
It doesn't matter. They're going to be bad.
games.
And no matter how bad they are, they're going to have a 14% chance at Cooper Flag. That's
Understood.
it, at best.
I want as much percentage chance as I can get for the number 1 pick.
That's
Just
where we
have us in
differ
the mix.
because that's where we differ. That's why I hate this whole thing because you only, even if you're horrific, the best you can get is 14%.
Correct.
Understood.
And then,
Look at Wemby.
And then someone else can pull one out of the bag and get 3% and get
but
the
I
number 1
do
pick.
disagree, Trav. I mean, he was. Everyone knew he was raw offensively. Everyone knew, and I would be concerned if like the takes looked awful. But what I've seen is they look smooth. He just doesn't have he's just not a good enough shooter to actually make them. But the takes look good.
He looks like he's getting into spots. I think he's missed some shots. It could be a shooting slump. It's just this is the first we're seeing of him, and it is a little bit concerning to go 1 for 21. That's pretty spectacular. Drab, you don't think he's gonna like if you had to place a bet right now, you think he's gonna bust?
No, I don't want to completely say that, but I say I'm very concerned.
I think it's fair to be concerned.
There's not a lot that's been super impressive about him. I don't think he's blowing me away defensively. He gets one nice block a game when he trails somebody. Mm-hmm. But he's not a defensive right now. He's not like
you don't have any kind of draft remorse. I mean, Reed Shepard, it looks awesome.
No, I advocate.
I was stopping late.
I know you were. If you could say if you could have a take backseat right now, Cakes, you wouldn't say, you know what, I kind of would like Reed.
I might consider Reed Shepard. I loved him heading into the draft.
And now you're even more in love with him.
Will Dawkins is playing the longer game. He thinks that long term, Alex Sarr is a better prospect.
He's just raw. Sarr's just raw.
Yeah, he's just raw.
So
it's impossible to know. He could just stay this way, or he could blossom.
He could. We just have no idea.
But I think again, they look like you could tell he's learning. You could just tell he's learning, and I think it looks pretty smooth. I'm not too panicked.
Look, he shot 52% with Perth. Now it's a step down in competition. He shot 19% in the summer league. Like, there's something off there. It's a small sample size. He's not going to be a 20% shooter.
He's
in the
anxious.
NBA.
He's not obviously he's far from polished. But he's probably butt nervous out there trying to, find your way.
But that's the regret, is that he's not polished. He's a project. You got to wait 4 years before you see what you have.
But I think you knew that going in. Before they drafted him, they knew that he was going to be able to impact games, rebounding and block shots and that sort of thing, and be okay defensively. But offensively, it's just going to be a process, and they're just hoping that he develops the way they think he's going to develop.
So you would rather go that route than the person who is just lighting the summer league on fire.
Me personally, I told you before the draft, play the clips that I would strongly consider Shepard.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is that everyone seems happy and fine to do
Not
this.
That you're happy.
This long waiting game when you passed on someone who was a prospect.
You're happy, but you're not surprised.
Like we have to embrace Sarr because he was the pick.
Yeah,
he's 19 years old.
Yeah,
he's 7'1".
Right.
The reason they didn't draft Reed Shepard is because this guy's 7'1".
Yeah,
and they believe, they can be wrong, that he can develop into a star. It's going to take time, it seems. I'm going to say he's going to average more than you think. I've looked at his overtime elite numbers, his Perth numbers. They're looking at a trajectory moving up. Like, he's not – like, I think Koulibaly's going to be a jag. He's just a guy. He can be a good role player. It's fine. Sarr, they need him to be a star.
They need him, but I can't get into the numbers from Perth and from the Ignite, and I can't do that. The step up in competition is absurd.
I'm actually willing to say, and you're going to laugh at me, but I think that you're being a little results oriented. I actually think he's better than I thought offensively.
I'm with you on the spots that he's getting to.
I don't care if it goes in or not.
Eric, he has no moves at all. He has got poor footwork.
Not true.
I disagree with that.
That's not true. That's not true.
What moves does he have on the block? He can't get a shot off.
I haven't seen that.
What do you mean he can't get a shot off? He's got a ton of shots off.
He's got like he's got like 3 shots inside of 5 feet.
I haven't seen that. I've seen little turnarounds, little fadeaways that a lot of guys polish. That he's front rimming. Like I'm fine with most of the takes.
I will say
last
this:
night's game I didn't see.
He didn't look as in the game he went over 15. He didn't really look explosive in the lane.
That's fair. That's fair.
For someone who's 7'1", who's athletic and long, I think you got to be a little bit more explosive.
Maybe, but I think he gets his shot off. He's getting a fine look. There's not a problem there. You just got to make it. Like
easier said than done.
True, but you could rep it out, and I think the technique looks fine. Like maybe there's things they can hone.
Well, we'll see. Speaking of rookies, I think this is crazy. Zach Edey's the overwhelming favorite to win Rookie of the Year in most of the sports books. But Bronny James, apparently some crazy bets are coming in on Bronny James to win Rookie of the Year than any other player right now.
That's
so
people just lighting money on fire.
ESPN BetMGM reported taking $1,000 Rookie of the Year bets on James at 250 to 1 on July 6th.
How great a story would it be if he did pull that off?
It's hard to pass up those odds.
Let's be realistic.
No, I don't think he's going to play.
Yeah,
but
I think that's a waste of $1,000.
Are those G League Rookie of the Year numbers that you're spouting off?
That is not.
I mean, come on.
Hey, he looked good in his last preseason game.
What do you have? 12 points?
He knocked down 2 out of 5 threes. He had a nice layup. I mean, compared to hey, we're talking about a guy in Alex Sarr who's made 1 shot in 2 games.
Yeah.
Bronny lit it up compared to Alex Sarr. Alex Sarr would die for Bronny numbers the last couple of games.
I don't think
Sarr's changing his number, by the way.
Oh, he is?
I think he's gone
Switching
from 12. He was 12, and he's changing it to 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He probably is superstitious.
Maybe that's what
I
it
wouldn't
is.
be surprised.
Because it was the bad number.
Hey, Drab, would you describe Wemby as explosive?
No, but he's
just so much longer.
A million more tangibles.
Okay, but I think they're similar in that way, the way they move.
I know, but we were told Sarr was explosive.
I mean,
and it's phenomenal. I'm just not seeing that. Like he's good.
I think he's an excellent athlete.
He's a plus as far as an athlete for a 7-footer.
Yeah. I think he's an excellent athlete. I don't think he's the quickest first step, if that's what you're talking about.
I'm just not in love with it. I'm not writing him off yet. I'm just saying I'm concerned. I was really hopeful going into this. Now I'm concerned.
Sarr or Jakey sounds like he's already writing off Koulibaly. He said Koulibaly's a Jag. Yeah. After 1 year,
I'm torn on Koulibaly too.
20 years old.
I know.
He's 20.
Hey,
This is what we do. We react.
I think stars,
I understand.
future stars usually show more as a rookie.